Hey, what's going on, guys? James here, and welcome back to more F1 Manager 22 Career Mode for part number 38. Then, guys, where we go dive straight into the United States Grand Prix race at Austin, Texas, and Second in the Americas to get prepared for this round 90 of 22 of this championship. Then, where we're getting close to the end of the season. We're getting close to them, guys. So, you haven't seen the previous video for qualifying practice for the US Grand Prix? Well, it kind of gone quite alright, then. We might have to do some final checks on the research we might apply for next season then, guys. That we did before we go straight into the race weekend schedule then. Practice gone quite well for my drivers there, and we set some good technical pace we have seen so far then. But I'm afraid during qualified then, when I qualified 2 then, Max Verstappen, I'm afraid, crashed out and he went off at turn 12, had a huge lock up on his front left and right of his car, and we then gone straight into the bar. I think he had a big lock up there, and gone straight into the barrier, and he's damaged his gearbox, his chassis, and his front wing. And with that, we will have to have a new gearbox fitted to his car before the next race, or we might have to use one of the spare remaining parts we've got left in the car to help use that for him. Well, Perez managed to get third, and he managed to get purpose in it, but we did see he got a grip pad. He got a new gearbox after he got taken out in the previous race in Japan, though, after colliding with Fernando Alonso's Alpine. So we didn't get to see that coming. So it looks like Perez has been fined, so I think we get a bit of a fine from the FIA race control stewards. So with that, I think Perez is going to start on pole position there, had the Sainz and Hamilton. So good thing we're going to hope we're trying to get some more big points in. We will wrap up the both drivers and the sort of team championship as well. Then in the championship title we have done so far. So we'll sort it out, but let's hope we can try and fight for some more victories then. So without further ado, let's get diving right into the race strategy preparation for the United States Grand Prix. So let's go there right now then, guys, and go straight into this race coming up then, guys. We're going to plan, we're going to do either 1-stop or 2-stop strategy, because the time will right out around this like in the Americas, just like in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Means we're going to do some good strategical changes we need to make up then for this race itself then, guys. So we're diving straight into race then. For someone where we will have to start down in 15th place then, because he crashed in during his first final lap then. I'm afraid he's going to be starting way down the field, and he's going to be starting P15 then. So yeah, we're not going to do a draw. We're not going to go through the starting grid then, so because we've got some grid pads we got them from Bottas and Joe going into 2 Alfa Romeos. Only the 2 Alfa Romeos have got grid pad. Dupre managed to find we had to get a grid pad drop there, so that's cool for that then. But I'm afraid for Verstappen, so do we think well, he's going to start in P13, so do we need to do like a new gearbox then? Well, he's going to start in 13, so we've only got one left, so he could use that one to use it then for the start P13, or we might have to have a new gearbox. Actually, we might not need the new gearbox then, so yeah. So that means he will start. Does that mean he will start in P18? Well, it's said he's going to start in P13, so looks like we'll be okay for that, I think. Then, so hopefully we get grid penalties or not, then. But hopefully everything will change for that. All right. Plan to hopefully do a 2-stop strategy for medium and hard for Perez. I'll do that. So, oh wait, what's the? There we go. That's okay. It's working. I thought it was not working, but it did now. Okay, so Verstappen, so we hopefully let us start on soft tire and then go to medium tire and then go straight to hard tires. Then so yeah, that could hopefully do work out. I'll hope that some push that to sort of get through the field then. So it's going to be quite a good combat. It's going to be for him. So push on the pace at the start, then, but don't use most of the time of the first 2 laps. Then he will push very much on the field then and overtake as he can. While Perez, well, he's going to start on purpose here. I'm going to let him try to defend his lead from the Ferrari Sainz. His pace will hopefully let him push as well for the first few laps, and we're not going to let him use any fuel then. So we're going to keep it balanced, okay, and stay as we go along then. So looking forward to that. Then how's it come to getting along for my drivers then? So optimal on the track, but it's bad on the others there, okay. So I think we might just increase the form rate to about 6.5 then for Verstappen. So hopefully not to make another error for that then. Well, for Perez, let's see his confidence. All good and great at the moment then. So I hope he will have a good way to hope he go fight to the top of the to win this race then. And he hasn't won since the French Grand Prix then back in race 12. So A few races have gone, like 6 or 7 races have been then since Perez's last victory in F1. So since we had a lot from Verstappen and one from Sainz in the Singapore Grand Prix. So let's hopefully everything's going to change for that then. So hopefully we can get Perez to victory again. That's how I'm going to let him do that then. So hopefully to win the US Grand Prix. And then it is Sainz, Hamilton, Leclerc, Russell making the top 5. Gasly will be starting P6. Then will be 2 out P7, 8. Lando 9 hasn't got a good bit of meat. He will be starting P9. And hopefully, if he wants to get some big more points then for the McLaren team. But probably need to watch out for Almeida. They're going to start at the very back of the pack then. So what will happen in 56 laps time of this United States Grand Prix in Austin, Texas? As let's go dive straight into the Grand Prix and see who is going to take the top spot and win the US Grand Prix. Here we go then, guys. Let's get driving straight into the race right now. Oh, you install a powertrain car pop for car for Verstappen? Yeah, we'll have to accept it because, well, nobody can change for that.
I don't want to tempt fate, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid.
Albon doing a bit of a sliding walkabout then to get warmed up, to get prepared for the race. But he's going to start at the very back.
It's Max Verstappen. With their starting position,
so with Verstappen getting a 5-place grid pair, I think he's going to start in P18.
And we're just moments away now.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Sit tight and get ready. It's the United States Grand Prix.
All the way cars, ready for the race to begin. Here we go.
And it's lights out.
And the United States Grand Prix is underway. Perez did good lots at the start. Carlos Sainz did good lots at the start. Then here goes Hamilton. As dives straight into turn 1. Then here goes Hamilton. He's got ahead of Sainz. Yeah, I think he has. As we go down here after turn 1 there, as Perez leads the way. There is Hamilton. Then it is Sainz and Leclerc there. But I think both of the Alfa Romeos are the very back then. The two Ferraris of Leclerc side by side going through turn 5 and 6. They have a bit of a scrap there in Suzuka, and they're doing it again in America. Leclerc wants to get ahead of his teammate there. He doesn't want to beat him in the. He feels ahead of in the driver's championship. He wants to prevent to get back and try to close down to Perez. But Perez has to start what he wanted to be. Hamilton moves up to second place. Then it is Sainz who's to keep ahead of his teammate Leclerc for third. There's Leclerc. There's Russell. There's Gasly. There's Alonso. Ocon. Magnussen gets ahead of Norris, and I think Verstappen's got ahead of Latifi in the Williams there. Then we've got Tsunoda, Schumacher, Ricciardo, Albon, Vettel, Stroll. Vettel's going to make a move ahead of Albon, Stroll there. He's got ahead of Latifi then. Oh, but Vettel's spot the door to help ahead of his teammate and not to let Verstappen through. But it's too late, Dan, and I'm afraid. Well, nothing could have been done for that, Dan. Oh, we got a lock up, Dan. Oh, wait, really? Is it a joke on you? No. I'm not quite sure that is. Oh, I believe it might be. Oh, it's for George Russell. George Russell, oh my God. That's the right ped area for MotoGP. So Russell has made a mistake at turn 12. Oh my God. I can't believe this season's gone bad to worse for George Russell. He's now down to the very back of the field, Dan. Oh my God. This has gone way wrong for him, Dan. Oh, Verstappen's lost the position to Stroll there. So we'll have a replay of that in a moment there. He's trying to make a dive on him. He's going for the median. He gets ahead of him. But let's see what happened when. How did Verstappen lost that position to Stroll there? Through 15. He got the racing line. He got the pace. And yeah, he got ahead. Yeah, because he had the racing line. Okay, but Verstappen's got back ahead of Stroll. He's now. But no. Oh my God. He's trying to cut Verstappen off then.
Full concentration, anything can happen soon.
A dive bomb on the Aston Martin there. Oh my God, Lawrence is defenseless then. Nothing can I do about it now, but a good start there as putting in the second now for Perez ahead of Hamilton, leaning out in front then. Hamilton P2. Third it's Sainz in the Ferrari ahead of his team Leclerc. There's Gasly. Then it is Alonso, Ocon, Magnussen, Norris and Tsunoda. Well, Magnussen hasn't been in the points there. It looks like they want to hopefully try to send that fans to get away from Aston Martin there. They really don't want to get overtaken by them by the end of the season there. As we're on to the second lap of this US Grand Prix there in Austin, Texas. As Perez leads the way 1.1 seconds to Lewis Hamilton. Let's go back on board on Max Verstappen. On the back of the other Aston Martin, Sebastian Vettel. Deal with a bit of defense to the next. He gets ahead of the drivers on the yellow medium tyres then. And he gets ahead of Vettel to move on to P14. But the Ford Show want to keep that lead. Want to keep trying. Don't want to give that position then. But I'm afraid Verstappen is too dominant. He gets ahead. Well, anything can happen in later on in this Grand Prix then. It's only just the start of the early stages of this Grand Prix then. Oh, look at that. I think that's Leclerc going to try and make him run on the side there. He's trying to go around near to the left hand side then. Try and make him be on the outside down and the inside then. Kind of far away on his teammate then. Sainz is blocking that position from his teammate. Nice racing there. Verstappen's got ahead of Vettel. And now he's on the back of Alex Albon, his former teammate at Red Bull, of course. Well, Williams happens to be in the part, or the only team have left scoring points then, so. But we'll get to the last race in Abu Dhabi. Are they going to be the only team that failed scoring points then? I believe so, then. We'll have to find out and see, shall we, then? Until we get to the final race in the season in Abu Dhabi, then, very, very soon, then, and see which of the going to be switching teams then, and we'll see what anything will change for next season for my Everman Trade to Career mode then. Leclerc going around the outside to get ahead of his teammate Carlos Sainz. He gets ahead, and Sainz will have to let him through, and Leclerc's over ahead of him to move to P3. Nice going for that. I think that's Verstappen gets ahead of Alex Albus Williams there, so nice going for Verstappen. Over to P13 there. So nice going for the Dutchman then, so he's up into third place. Nice move that is for him. And now next up is the McLaren Dynamic car in 12. Mick Schumacher, wow. Good thing he's moved up some places after the other has a grip pad to the Alpha Male and for Verstappen there. Looks like the new keeper is coming out there as he gets ahead of the rims there. Nice move there for the Dutchman. And keep that number 1 for next season, Dan. But there's going to be some changes there for next season, Dan, and see who's going to get the advantage right. We go back to the front of the pack with Perez out in front. There's Hamilton in second place. The two Ferraris in third front. Gasly in P5. Well, that's the top 5 so far after 3 laps of this race I've done in this US Grand Prix. Well, look at this battle then going on there. We've got Alonso and Gasly battling for 5th place. Ocon and Mansell for the battle for 7th, and clearly Lando Norris in the McLaren. And after Verstappen, he's got ahead of Ricciardo. Is he going to try and make it Alonso Mick Schumacher in the Haas? Not this by time buying, Dan. One ball Carlos Sainz, Dan. We'll hopefully check that in a moment, Dan. Let's see. Oh, that's look. Oh, I think he got ahead of him without that into turn 7 there, and I think the car's trying to get him back there, and through turn 9. Well, nothing that the car can do there to get ahead of it, try to defend that position from his former teammate, Dan. Nothing changed yet, Dan, between Leclerc and Sainz. Anything going on here? Nothing changed just yet, Dan. Mansell almost went to the back of Ocon, then the Alpine, so he's going to watch out to keep his eye there and hoping not to make contact. As his Mick Schumacher in the Haas on the back of Yuki Tsunoda. That's the bar for the 5 points because Verstappen is in this game playing as well, Dan. Or make a look at a dive bomb move, and we're out of VOS for engine recovery system for Verstappen, Dan. So, okay, I think we used too much of that tyre, Dan, so we have to back it out. I think Mansell is saving his soft tyres more than we are using, Dan. So, Lando's only got 62% left, and so. Okay, so let's just kill the tyres for now, and then until we hope we make a move soon, then. So keep it up there, Max. Well, the two Ferraris are back out yet again, though. 3 into 3 and 4. Oh my God! These two Ferraris have been buying up all much for this season, Dan. The close sides, teammates of Ferrari, Dan. Want to have a scrap for their own, Dan. Down in to turn 10 and down in towards the hairpin turn 11. They come towards now. This is a game close and tight assist between the two partial horses on the Clagging Science there. And hopefully this will all go into next season as well for these two future teammates at Ferrari. As Leclerc gets ahead of his teammate Sainz, he's doing ahead, but Sainz wants that revenge then on his teammate then. As they go down to turn 12 and Sainz is through ahead of his teammate into third place. He goes back up to now. Nothing changed yet between Gasly or Alonso there for the battle for 5th place there, or nothing from Ocon or Mansell there. Nothing from Sonoda or Mick Schumacher or Verstappen then, so nothing's changed for that after the previous lap then, so, well, that's what's part of what the game, what the race does then in F1 then, in 2022 then, so, well, it's quite undoubtedly unusual. It looks like Hamilton Tata is wearing out then. He's currently 3.3 seconds to play, he's currently out in front then, in the US Grand Prix, and he's going to be sticking that way then into the first round pit, so we'll get on the way in a bit soon. Let's go on board back to Verstappen there in the Red Bull. He's in 12th place, so I'm keeping my driver and the champion then. Getting close to the back of the house of Mick Schumacher there. Driving in IndyCar then. Well, sad that this track is not used for IndyCar. Why don't they use this for NASCAR but not for IndyCar? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, then Schumacher goes over to the back of Sturder because away by then. Nothing changed yet for these bad for Gasly, Alonso, Ocon as we got Loco down. I think that's the same colour then. Oh, is it 4? I'm not quite sure then. I believe it might be someone from behind then. And it's for Vettel and into the barrier he goes. Sebastian Vettel has binned it. Oh my god. That's about has binned it and we have a safety car. It looks like Vettel is out then. Well, Aston have been very keen to drive it in the way, but it looks like Vettel is out of this race.
Safety car.
Safety car deployed, so what can we do here? Can we? Well, Verstappen's tyres are going, so I believe we might pit this lap then. We'll bring Verstappen in to go for the medium tyres then, so Vettel, I'm afraid, his race is over after only just 6 laps, so the 4-time champion, well, maybe it might be time to retire then, so we're going to see that we play Gary's class. So he was trying to fend from the Williams of Albon there, but look him on the front left, and there we go, just like what Verstappen did in qualifying. So the 4-time champion is out of this race, I'm afraid, and I'm afraid no points. We'll have another look as we'll have another look again. Yeah, good thing I backed out to bed Dan, and as Vettel was going into the wall Dan. So let's see what the voters of Aston Martin will say. Let's see.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Oh dear. And we've got some pits. Look at some of the drivers on the soft tyre one are coming into the pits. Hamilton coming into the pits. Mazda coming into the pits. Norris coming into the pits. And also my driver Verstappen. So I think the ones on the soft tyres are all coming into the pits. Then we've got a second car out. And Perez can help me squeeze time. Then we're going to let it go and conserve then. So. And for that good shot of these EOS battery Dan. Battery is out of this race then. And the first DNF of this race of this United States Grand Prix. As the soft tyre winners, all the soft tyre winners are all done there. Into pits comes Albon. Bottas, I think he saw on the soft tyre then. He's had to wait until everyone else had left the pit lane then, so he will merge behind Albon. He's down at the back of the field now. Joe stays out then. He's on the race on the medium tyres then. So, well, changes are made in the first round. The pits are done with all the soft tyre winners into the pit then. As Bernd Miner in the Aston Martin safety car will lead the field then. As Perez has now got the 2-3 hours of the Claggett side just behind him then when we get this race restarted then when all the field have been packed up. What just happened to Nicholas Latifi there? He had a spit at turn 1 during the safety car period. Oh no!
Let's look. We're watching Nicholas Latifi.
Trying to get some big points. I'm afraid he's blued it. He's blued it. Oh my god. This is not very good for Latifi. So Latifi spun during the second period from, I think he was winning in 12, but he's now out of the back now. So huge mistake that is for the Canadian driver. So after just 2 laps down, even though it's a short safety car period then, since all the field are all lined up then. So the second guy is coming to the pits then, and we'll get this race back on the way then. So Pro will lead off from Leclerc, then it will be Sainz, Gasly, Alonso and Ocon. Well, some of the subtitle will have to make up some ground and hopefully try to beat everyone then once they will pit. So everything will change in this race restart then. So Perez, I'm going to let him help me to defend for the restart then. So, and we have to push very hard on the field then. So Verstappen, okay, stop the trial then, and we'll let him go by and we'll progress down the restart there. And of course, not for the field then, so he could do some taking down. So as Perez gets his foot to the pedal on the throttle down, and he will take the field back to green. There, we're back on the way for the US Grand Prix. Here they go. Perez, Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly, Alonso, Ocon, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Ricciardo and Hamilton. Up they go up towards turn 1. Leclerc closes it down on Perez for the race lead then. Down they come third then. Here comes Alonso on Gasly. Side by side. All three are brave because Sainz. Oh, this could be very close there, but nothing. Oh, that was looking good try for Alonso. Now, boy's going to make a move on Gasly for 4. After around the outside of turn 1 into turn 2, but that was good effort for Alonso, but I'm afraid it didn't work, I'm afraid. So, nice try for the Spaniard. Gasly is wants to hope for trying to finish ahead of the 2 Alpine, even though he's so fast than them, and he wants to hope he finishes a good result then, even though he hasn't got a podium just yet then. But then he got one in Monaco, but I'm afraid everything changed up when the Fiorello Sainz and the Red Bull Perez got ahead of him then, and he finished in P4. He finished ahead of Russell then, that's good for Gasly then. Good job for Perez, that's exactly what he needed to do then. Try to lead for the lead on then, so nice start for them. Then it's Leclerc, Sainz, then it's Gasly, Alonso, Ocon, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Ricciardo, Hamilton, then it's Joe, Russell, then it's Norris, Magnussen, Verstappen, Stroll, Albon, Bottas and Latifi. And Vettel out of this race. So, good job Perez, nice going down. Let's keep this on until we hopefully do our better to the first round pit stop for you then later on the medium tyres. They won't be dealing with after 2 full green flag laps have been concluded then. As we call it as 1-9 on the back of the House of Mixed Schumacher down. Hamilton pitted during the second period in 10th. And in that 5 points position then. Well, Mercedes will move on for some positions then once the rest of the field in the front will pit. Perez 1.1 seconds then. Out in front then. They're going into turn 12 then, not to make a mistake then. All safety through then. Hopefully something will change at the beginning of the next lap. So, there is now finally enabled. The track photography is now officially online now. So, I think we're going to see some more take. We're going to see them down into turn 11 into turn 12 then. Gasly, Alonso, Ocon. Well, is Gasly close into Sainz though? I don't think he hasn't got to deal with it. No, but Alonso has. So is Ocon. Any change we've got then going on there for behind there? Nothing at all. Cannot see anything. Oh, we'll call Maggie Big Time Bond then down on Schumacher. Going for it. Ricardo on Schumacher. Oh. So had to go on mix on Kevin Magnussen has there and the other one in the other has, but I'm afraid didn't get parted then. We'll call him and make a launch on Schumacher. He's going for it. Through turn 15. Oh, it's side by side then. Oh, Mixer wants to give that position there to the Aussie. And German keeps that a play. Oh, nice going for that. Here goes Hamilton. Wants to have a snip ahead of him on the card then. Down to turn 19. Into turn 20. It does give me like an overtaking move for the 5 corner. No, there isn't. Have to stick to the racing line there. This time, hoping Ricardo's going to try and get ahead of Mick. Very far back down, we see some lot of overtaking again to see Dan. Close will try and get on Mick Schumacher, but can't far away by. Nothing from Hamilton. Joe, no. Russell, no. But Verstappen goes ahead to Mazda there, so that's an overtake we have seen down in turn 1. But nothing from down in turn 11 and turn 12 on the previous lap then. So only just Verstappen gets ahead of Mazda down in turn 1 and up the hill. So here's the replay again. Oh, that is quite late braking that is on the back of the Haas there, but good feet got ahead of him. Nice good he didn't make contact with the Haas there. So good job, you got ahead of Max. So Verstappen, next up is Lando Norris. The 21-5 champion then. Tyres are getting a bit too hot then. Your pit win is only just 1 lap away then. The gap between you and Leclerc is 1.4 seconds then, so keep that in mind until we hopefully when we get to pit. Second chance then for Dan Ricciardo to get ahead of Mick Schumacher there through turn 12. Into 13. Oh, he's can't find a way by that Haas. It's so difficult it is. Into turn 16, can he get ahead before the race light is shut down? He can. Oh, maybe. Oh, not really, no. Here goes Mick Schumacher. And he gets ahead of. Oh, as Ricciardo does, Hamilton gets by as well. Oh, huge mistake with Dan Ricciardo. He's trying to get ahead of Mick Schumacher. I thought he'd done it, but he's lost Ninth down to Lewis Hamilton then. Oh, a huge mistake that is. Then he slowed a bit down, and with that, Hamilton's ahead of Ricardo's up to P9. He's now going to try to get ahead of the Haas Mick Schumacher then. The son of Michael Schumacher, who's got several championship time with him then. And Hamilton gets ahead of Mick Schumacher for P8 after Ricardo made the mistake of trying to get ahead of the Haas. So, thanks for the help for Hamilton then. Thanks for the help for Mick Schumacher there. Hamilton gets ahead of Ricardo and him to move his way to P8. He's now back in the thick of it. Hopefully having some big play and maybe even go for the win if Perez pits. And he'll go to win this race. Ocon closing on his teammate of Alonso in the other Alpine. Alonso close on Gasly there because of our way by. Ocon trying to keep the ticket clean of his teeth with it then. Hamilton getting close to the back of the other Toyuki's nerd then. We can't far away by then on Mick Schumacher then. And Verstappen's due on the back of Lando Norris there because this is too difficult to run home. We can overtake them, but this is going to be a bit too tricky doing match. So I'll say do not use overtake there. It looks like Leclerc is starting to catch up to Perez. He's less than a second now, so I'm going to let Perez to push a bit then.
Click overtake, click overtake.
Click overtake, click overtake. Let's try and pull away as we can, okay, then Perez. It's got overcut, but there's no chance of where I expected then to come down then. So we're okay for the time being then. Let's go to this bout then, as Hamilton on the back of it. He's going for on the outside. You can know it then, and Hamilton is up into 7th place. Nice going there for the third time. He's up into P7 then. Any more moves going on here? Nothing for the time being then. I guess I'll have to use overtake for Verstappen then. Or maybe not. If I made a mistake, if he crashed out, I'm afraid that was my fault. So let's see what happens then when we use overtake on him then. But if he can't find away by me, I'll have to let him stay back for the time bit for a little bit longer, okay? But I think could probably might lose leader because Leclerc will have DOS on the back of the Mexican driver. So Leclerc in the VI closing down the Red Bull and Perez. This is for the race lead then. Oh, had to stick behind. Then he might get him up into the turn 1. Anything happening from behind then? No, nothing just yet then. Carter on the outside makes him can't find way by. Nothing from Joe, nothing from Russell, nothing from everyone. Oh, we got someone. Oh, someone's gone wide there. I believe that's coming down at turn 50. It might be. Who that could be then? I'm not quite sure who that could be then. Is it from turn 60, 70, 18 then? Or is it Ocon? No, it's not Ocon then. I'm just trying to see who that is. I'm just going for the drivers then. And 15, 16, 17. I have no idea who that is. And it's Carlos Sainz winning 3rd. Oh, a bit wide turns then off the racing line there. So that was him caused the yellow flag out then. But his teammates trying to make a move on Sergio Perez. Is he going to make a move time for the lead of the race? But no, Sergio backs out and keeps holding us lead on this race too. His pit stop is coming up then. How much has Leclerc got? 57%. He's got more wear than Perez has. So looks like we are trying to fight back here then. So hoping to win the Grand Prix America. Look at how one did in Will in 2024. Is he going to try and win this in this game then, guys? 2 years before his first one in America. So you might make a lunge on him down the straightaway after turn 11. Well, we're going to be pitting the next lap then. So Leclerc will make a move on Perez. And I think how long will Leclerc stay out before he will come into race the pits then? He's going to do it on the outside of Perez. Is he going to try and do it then? He's going to do it now. Wow, great work for Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. And he gets ahead there because Charles Leclerc now. And Charles Leclerc now takes the lead of the United States Grand Prix. He gets ahead of Perez. Italy goes. As I'll tell you, the tires it's wearing out then. So, but Perez is going to try to get back ahead of him then. The side by side. Going to turn 6, but I think Leclerc will keep that position then. Will he keep that hold of the lead this way then? Yeah, he will really do then. So, Leclerc. But no, Perez do want that. But just back out, Perez. Just back it out. We're going to come into the pits, okay? Okay. Coming by. Carlos is into the pits. So it's Pierre Gasly. Otto will get pit this lap then. We'll go to the another side of medium tyres, okay?
box, Checo box.
Science into the pits from third place then. Which tyre is going to be going on to Dan? And obviously, yellow me tyres Dan. Okay, we'll be going for the hard tyres at the end of the race Dan. George Russell into the pits as well Dan. Is that his second pit stop? No, actually, I think this might be his first stop, I believe. Yes, it is Dan. A lot of positions change we have seen there. Albert to the blade. So trying to get ahead of him Dan, but can't far away by Dan. Okay, Perez is going to come into the pits next lap then, and he's going to sit everything above. But will Leclerc come into the pit and Perez might jump in the pit lane then if he gets too close to him still. And Hamilton gets ahead of Ocon then, and Ocon almost went to the back of Hamilton there. Hamilton's up in the third place, and might be in the leader's race then. It looks like the Mercedes have made everything white then. Is Leclerc going to come into the pits though, along with Perez? Well, let's see. They're going to be in through to turn 19 then. Will Leclerc come in as well with Perez then? Yes, he will do. So both the leaders are into the pits. So first place and second place, Leclerc and Perez. Both guys ready to the pits. So this is the battle then. See who will merge out in front then. Well, Hamilton will take the lead this way then. He pitted before these two because the second car came out. How's Leclerc getting along now? He's going to be held done. Perez gets ahead of them. Yep. That's why he was too close to that then. So now, Howard is now in the lead of this race then. After dismissed out the way in the last win in Suzuka, he really wants to win this was 3-4-0 then. Ocon has not made a pit, he's in second place then. Lando, oh my god, what the heck? Oh my god, was that Joe trying to hold up and said, what the heck is this? What on earth is going on here? God, this has been ridiculous, it says. The Lando moment ended up in second place then for some people. What the frick is going on? Joe is holding everybody up, my god. And so is Mick Schumacher, oh my goodness. This is getting a lousy headache for this. They're all being tired then. I think they might be paying at the end of the slap down. God, this is getting a bit chaotic then. But let's see what happens then when they go down the straightaway then with DRS wide over all of them. And I think I might have used up Verstappen's tyres up then. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. What the frick is going on? Oh my gosh. Okay, Ocon pits. So it's Joe and Mick Schumacher, which will mean that the other way will be Hamilton. There will be Lando Norris in second. I think Perez got ahead to Mazda there. As Schumacher, his teammate, is in the pit then. So.
Good job.
Albert's now up into the points then.
Multiple places.
Multiple places? Oh, we're not going to watch that because he's already to P4 because most of the fans are pitting them. This has changed the race a lot then, guys. And Albert's down into the points now for Williams. Well, could this probably be the first points for Williams then? But, well, it's only just up 18 down. But, wow, this is changing everything about them, guys, since they came out. Wow. Cannot believe it, Dan. I hope we will get some points, but I'm not quite sure because I think Sainz is going to be a bit quicker than them, so. Okay, so we're now clear then. We can make some overtakes, Dan. So, Perez just behind Verstappen, Dan. So, I'm not quite sure I'm going to make it Team Oars, Dan. So, overtake, Dan. Because I will make a move on for second place, Dan. 12 chase, no match, Dan. The Red Bulls, Dan. Through goes Verstappen and through goes Perez. Good job. But my Red Bull ahead of Lando. Nice go for that, Dan.
Good stuff.
I believe I'll have to pick Verstappen in the next couple of laps. A safety car could hopefully help him to try and switch to the soft tyres, and I hope we can get to the end of the race then. Let's see that move again now for both my drivers there, ahead of Lando Norris then. So the Trevor Chad get overtaken by the four-time Chad and the current Red Bull second driver then, Sergio Perez. So Verstappen, Perez, head to Lando. Manson is the next one there just behind then. We got Manson, Leclerc, Bottas, Sainz ahead of Stroll, and Alonso, Sainz and then Alonso and Gasly then in P8. Oh my goodness gracious. Can't believe this. This is getting a bit chaotic, this. Alright, yeah, let your teammate by then. Perez is quicker than you did for Verstappen, so let him by. Let him by. There he goes. Okay, there we go. Okay, Perez is in second place now, but he's currently 11 seconds to 11.8 seconds to Hamilton, okay? So Hamilton, I'm finding this race then, like he did in Japan, and he really wants to take this win then. He missed out the win there after the second change everything when rain stopped then, but he really wants to get his first win with Mercedes then for the season after so long it has been though. Could have said that Chad could hope he'd be on top spot. Like he did with Ferrari now, he's now driving with. Now I hope he could do it then. Stubbs only got 46% left on his tyre wear, so I think I'll have to let him stay in, or I might have to let him stay out for a few more laps and I'll have to let him come to the pits then. Leclerc can't far away by Man because Man's had the DRS on the back of that noise then, so this is destroying his ways. It looks like the second car has changed everything then since the. And yeah, most of the some of the drivers on the mid time made the one call then. So, looks like this battle is going to go on then forever and forever then, unless we see some overtakes then, down turn 12 and up into turn 1. And that's Carlos Sainz trying to get ahead of Lawrence Stroll. That's a mine there. That's the battle for P9. So he's in the Aston Martin lap because his teammate Vettel has retired and has been in the points then since the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, where both Aston Martin facing the points in 7th and 9th. So they really want some more points down and they want to try to catch up to Haas, but both Haas are in the points then. Oh, actually no, Max is in the points then, not for Schumacher then. So, well, this is going to be a chance to see who's going to be visiting P8, 9th and 10th in the Constructors' Championship then when we get to the season finale in Abu Dhabi. So, this is our 20 out of 56 on this US Grand Prix with Hamilton in front and Perez only just 10 seconds closes the gap because his tyres are wearing out. Oh, we've got someone locked up then. I believe is that coming from turn 19 now? I'm not quite sure. I think Yuki Tsunoda have a tyres going on. Yes, he has. And goes wise. There he goes. Yuki Tsunoda have a tyre. Oh dear, he's been dead. Oh dear.
Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri.
Oh, I think he got distracted from the McLaren. I think he was down with the car because Lando Norris is up ahead then. So yeah, I always saw that Croft did, so no need to report that again then. So we got Hamilton clear out in front. Now it's Perez in second. For something holding this a few cars up there, and then Albon. Look at this. And look at Albon's door holding this bunch. Just Sainz going around the outside of Lawrence Stroll's Aston Martin. Then this time he wants to try to get ahead of him then. And this time he's got ahead of him. Hopefully. And here comes the Alpine of Fernando Alonso. And he gets ahead as well. Ahead of his future teammate now at Aston Martin now. So Alonso decided to get ahead of Stroll, and now they're going to get ahead of Albon, and then can hopefully try to hunt on the rest of the field then. But man, this is changing this race very, very much. Okay, if Verstappen's tyres are wearing out then, and means we'll have to let him come into the pit, then we'll have to switch into the hard tyres a bit early. Unless a safety car could hopefully change something like that. Let's go on board Charles Leclerc. Stood behind that house of Ken Manson then, so he's got 37% left on his tyre wear, so I'm going to have to let him. We'll let him do one more lap and then we'll come straight into the pit then, so. Oh, his pit win is in 5 laps time, but I'm afraid that will not be enough for him, so I'm afraid we'll have to come to the pit. The Lando's going a bit quicker than that then, so. For example, we'll have to make another pit. I think it will rejoin then. I think it will be rejoining 60 or 70, respectively when he time he pit. I think it will be at the back of the field then. And hopefully it's trying for the safety car to come out to try to change everything about then. Okay, on the back then. Gasly on the back of the wings of Alex Albon. He's got that 5 points in his bag then, but I don't think he won't keep there for so much longer there. Gasly cannot fly away by that, but he will do it on the stop finish straightaway. Then he would do that at the beginning of the next lap then. Okay, Clark is going to try to hopefully get ahead of Manson there, but he had a look around the outside, but I'm afraid Manson got that off then. Manson's doing really well to defend Leclerc there. Who's running P5, made a pit stop during the safety car pick. He started on the soft tyres then. Lands in P4. And yeah, we got a bit of a race. And there's Gasly gets ahead of Albon, and that's Williams. Might not get any points then, I'm afraid then. So, well, because there's a long ways then, and something might not going to happen, I'm afraid. And I think Lando's going quite good than start on that previous lap. So I think I'm going to let Verstappen stay out for another lap, and then we'll bring it into the pit and switch him to the hard tyre. So another safety car will change anything for that for him. Okay, we're on to lap 24 now. So I'm going to bring in Verstappen now. So I'm going to bring him in early then. So Box us up though, Mag. We're going to pit for the hard tyres and hopefully Hopefully managed to try and get to the end of the race then. We'll try to hopefully bring it down to life so you can hopefully take the tyres to the end of this race, I hope then. So Verstappen comes into B with Mr. Lando Norris, moves himself back into third place now. And I think Leclerc has got ahead of man. He has now. He's now in clear air now. And Leclerc gets there after Verstappen makes the pit stop then. Nice going there for the TD. He goes on to the Royal hard tyres. And Ho will go try to save those tyres and hopefully try and wait until the second car comes out then. Who would have fought for that? Verstappen rejoined racing 80 plane near to the back of the field. Just had on the TV there. He's got a lot of distance trying to deal with, trying to keep himself back through the field as he can though. And what's happening to Lando Norris? He's going a bit slow there after turn 11 there. This could give Leclerc a chance to get ahead of him then. Here comes Charles Leclerc on Lando Norris. McLaren. The car is going very quicker than the McLaren does. And with that, he gets ahead and Leclerc is up into third place then. Whoa, I think that was Bottas near went to the back of Manson there. He's holding it off Carlos Sainz there. And I hope he's no doubt about beat Fiori there in the as I was on GP with a credible second, fourth place finish to see both other men top four for Bottas and Joe. That was a great Grand Prix that was for them in the past then. So good job for them. And they currently won the races 6 and 14 in this race so far then, with Bottas in P6 and Joe in P40. Hamilton is need to watch out there. He's closing down. He's now 1.3 seconds. Now closing up and hoping to make a move with him. Because I think he's tired of away out then. Can he pit on the second car condition where he saw the rest of the soft tyres then and Perez started on medium tyres and Perez is now closing the gap on Hamilton, the race leader. He will make a charge on it on the next lap. Meanwhile, Verstappen's got this traffic to deal with then. We see some overtakes going on. We are seeing here then, up ahead then. So Verstappen can do some bits of overtake then. So first up is the AlphaTauri Yuki, then it's Stroll. Then it's Schumacher Albon. He's dropping down main bit position then. Well, hopefully to see where he will hopefully fares when we get to the end of this race then. Or obviously the car will hopefully change everything for that then. Pratt will now have to try and get this on Lewis Hamilton down. I'm going to let him use the overtake now. Let's go.
Overtake is available.
Got another EOS battery down.
Yeah.
Hamilton's been leading this race then. Has been leading much in Japan then, but not for much of this. They're about 10 laps now. And I'm not trying to say that Pratt has now caught up to him now. Leclerc not that far back in third. And landed to defend the rest of the field off then. Pratt will make a move on Hamilton then, not through here, but down into the next DRS railway at turn 11. He's going to make this move done, Dan. I think Verstappen's going to be staying behind those bummer for a bit, Dan. Here goes Perez on Lewis Hamilton for the lead of this US Grand Prix. And he gets ahead, and Perez is now back in the lead of the race from Poe into P1 and back into the first place spot, then into P1 and into this lead of this way, with Hamilton down into P2. Well, just the same as it was in Japan, Hamilton cannot do anything about it.
Let's take a look at the replay. So let's look at
But he's having a good race so far, Dan. Looks like that second car pit stop might help him and might get another podium to get the two Fioris then. So that helped him out then. So hopefully he's going to stay second place then to the end of the race to get another second place finish like he did in the last race then. So we're back into the lead of this race then with Perez ahead of him and into the lead of this Grand Prix. Meanwhile, here's this battle then for fourth from Lando Norris, Kamazza, Bottas, Sainz, Alonso. Now Gasly here to join in the fun. Alonso, Russell, George will make a dive ball on Alonso for 10th place. That's for the 5 point then. Russell's going for it. And he gets ahead of Ocon, has he? No, Ocon wants to try to keep that 5 point there, neck and neck, side by side. And Russell doesn't want to be held up to get beat by 1 RP. He gets ahead of Ocon. He's now into the 5 point in P10. Nice move for Russell into P10. Nice going for that for the Mercedes driver into 10th place. And next up is Gasly, but on he's too far back. Means that George can't do anything. Just sit back and just control his race overall. Magnussen gets ahead of Lando finally then. So Magnussen is ahead of him. He's into 4th place now. Then we got Lando in 5th, and Sainz is still getting held up for the back of his job, but there's tyres running out then, so he will move into 4th. Alonso will move into 5th place. Gasly will move into 6th place. Then we've got Ocon, Russell, Joe, Ricardo. Well, we don't know who's going to get some points then, guys, but some of the team want some points, like McLaren and Haas. And yeah, some of the big ones then, they want to get some points as well then. Ocon's got to have the back of the Russell for 10th player. I missed that moment then. Perez is doing quite well, but his pit winner is coming up then. And Verstappen can't far away by this traffic then. Or he might get ahead of Lawrence Stroll there because he's lost the pack there because he's so slow in that Aston Martin there. Through turn 11 they come by, and I think for that will hopefully make a run, John Stroll. Remember, I'm saying his tyres, do remember then, guys. Could Verstappen hopefully make a move there before turn 12? He will certainly can. And he's cleared of Stroll up in 17th place. Nice going, Max. Nice going, Dad. Nice going. Let's just hopefully wait into the rest of the field pit. Here come the drivers. That's Carlos is also to the pits as well. It looks like he pitted with the other drivers during the safety car period, so he's into the pits. Hopes to jump ahead of someone. Let's see if he can jump someone down. I think he might jump Lando Norris there, but no, Lando rejoin as well then. What about Bottas and Manson? Let's keep an eye on Lando Norris then. Lando gets ahead of them. Wow, nice going there for the 25 champion then. So Sainz. So Norris and Sainz, the former teams of McLaren, have got ahead of Bottas and Manson. Wow, that's the right thing to do then for these two former teammates of McLaren. They did the right trade, and whoa, that was very close there for Sainz to almost hit Verstappen there as he gets ahead of him and as he was going out of the pits there. Oh my god, that was something close there. That was okay. Keep it back to go to standard though. Trying to watch out. Sainz is going to be quicker than you. He's on the hard tyre, so he's going to be a bit quicker than us. We're going to be pitted early then. So trying to defend as we can though. Okay, then Max. Okay. Got that? Hamilton ends from second place. He comes. This could be his last stop in this race then. Going for the one with hard tyres as the Mercedes can't get to work.
Hamilton is in this lap.
Leclerc goes by. Hamilton will rejoin in third. Ahead of Alonso. And he will certainly do that. Because his father back there. So Hamilton will rejoin in third. And hoping for a podium. Another podium like he did in the Singapore Japanese. I think this will be his first podium streak in a row then. He's rejoined the race in third place then. More points for Mercedes off the ground than for him in P3. So Perez in the lead with Leclerc second and Hamilton in third. It was back to one out for Verstappen. Has Sainz got ahead of him? No, he hasn't. He has not done, so we're okay for the time being then. Good. Here's Fernando Alonso in the Alpine, getting close to the back of the Alpine Pierre Gasly. But can't far away by Ocon, his teammate, on the back of Russell, as Perez's pit window is this lap. They have to do is just pit then, so we're going to let Perez into the pit. But will Leclerc do the same thing as well, or will we come in this lap?
Yeah, copy.
Let's go back. I'm going Bon Claire. Is he going to come into the pits then? No, he's going to stay out for one more lap, I think. Okay. Everything's going to change for that then when we get to the end of this Grand Prix. In comes Gasly, Alonso and Russell on lap 32. Russell might get ahead of Alonso. No, Alonso gets ahead of Gasly. Nice going for that. And Russell gets ahead of Gasly as well. So Gasly's lost 2 positions then during his pit stop. Oh dear grief. That looks bad for them. As Alonso will be out in front first. Lando's got ahead of Snow then. And hopefully he's going to achieve some bigger points there for the McLaren team. And I don't think... I'm not quite sure if McLaren might be out for time for 6th place challenge. There's only just 3 more rounds after this then. So I'm not quite sure that they're going to get ahead of... I don't think enough pace to hopefully try and get ahead to try to catch up to Alpha for 6th place. But I think Alpha will keep 6th place means that McLaren will have to find on 7th place as usual, I'm afraid, then, guys. In comes my driver, Sergio Perez into the pits in the lead. But we need to keep an eye on Charles Leclerc then. Whoops. Bit of a lot to mix up then. Off goes the lead time onto the white wall hard tie goes Perez. This will be his last stop of this race then to get to the end of the race. Leclerc is also pitting as well then, okay? Okie dokie. Well, Hamilton will move back up in 2nd place now.
Okay.
And then we'll hopefully keep 2nd place to the end of this race. Leclerc comes into the pits. Well, there's going to be a slow pit stop for the Mike Gas. Somebody gets out of the snow for 8th place there. Let's have a look at that replay. Get ahead of the other toy driver and move himself into P8. Well, good combat driver for the Dutchman, Dan. I wonder if we fears them if we probably save this hard tie to the end of this race, then I hope, Dan. Well, not very free, Dan, so we only got about 24 laps remaining to the end of this Grand Prix. Oh my gosh. I think Ocker will get ahead of Leclerc as he comes out to the pits, Dan. Yes, he will do. Leclerc rejoins in 4th. Joe and Schumacher pin means Lando will move up into P4 in this way with Verstappen behind and Sainz, but they might get ahead of him then. So Lando is hoping to get some more bigger points there for the propriety for the McLaren team. They're doing their best they can to get some points there after he got through to Q3. So more points off the grab for that, Dan. And hopefully everything will not going to be ruined when we get to this end of this Grand Prix then. And hopefully it won't be like Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton, Russell, Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly, Ocon, Alonso and Bottas in the point, or well, that would be rubbish. We'll see if it's going to happen like that, or is it going to be landing in the points. We'll see about that. Ocon is the only one left on the medium tyres. Joe's on hard tyres. Schumacher's on hard tyre. Well, for my driver's time, I'm going to try and hope for trying to keep those tyres. So if you can save those tyres in the race, he's going to try and make a move on that nice 4-7 plays. Going on dive, but on the McLaren driver. Come on, Max. That's how you do it, Dutchman. The champion gets ahead there is only the P7, and that is Carlos Sainz. Trying to get ahead of the Patrick Boris Alfa Romeo there, but Bot keeps that 9th place. Man, this is getting quite suspicious. Is going to be. They're coming to the end of this Grand Prix. Unless another second might change everything about them. With Perez currently out in front ahead of Hamilton and Leclerc. Well, Verstappen could hopefully fit to even 5th or 6th place then. And we might hopefully try to save the tyres to the end of the race then. So that could be enough then. So we'll try to get those tyres to the end of the race then. Or left side might get ahead of us and might get ahead of us when we get to the end of the 5 few laps of this Grand Prix left. A fastest lap set for Sergio Perez, 1:39.392. Nice going, Checo. That's what we wanted to see. 4 points for you, Dan. But it's not going to be enough to get ahead of Sainz. It will do. Wow, nice. Looks like Perez is coming back strong after he's DNF'd in the last race in Japan. Ocon pits from 4th. What about Joe Guanyu? Stays out. Ocon pits from 4th. So where he's going to be rejoined? While the rest of the pack from Schumacher to Gasly are going to go by. Means I think Occon's going to rejoin outside the points then. Here they come, this train of cars. And here goes Verstappen on Mick Schumacher's house then. That's for 5th place. And he gets ahead. We'll be 4th then when Joe will come into the pits then. So nice going down Verstappen, nice going. Ocon rejoins racing P4. That's 2 defensemen of Gasly Ocon outside the points then. Oh, we've got someone who's one wide there. Is that coming from, I think it's from turn 1. I'm not quite sure. We'll hopefully get that in a moment, Dan. So, anyway, Dan, so Verstappen gets ahead of Schumacher there for 5th. And now Lando is on the thick of it, Dan. Oh, I think Schumacher had a moment there at turn 3 after Verstappen overtook him. Oh, that's why. So that's what happened then to Mel. And it looks like Lando might get the advantage to get ahead of the German. He's getting in the back of Mick Schumacher there. And here comes the Ferrari car, Sainz just behind it, and the Alfa Romeo factory Bottas. Lando wants some more points here for McLaren. Getting close to the back of the house of Schumacher there. He's going to help him try and make a move then. But can't far away by. Oh, lucky there for Lando. Is that Bottas trying to make a dive onside down turn 30? He's going for it. And Bottas is ahead of Sainz there. I think Sainz got ahead of Bottas. And he's trying to get ahead of them then. Going around through turn 15. Sainz is ahead then. But no, Bottas has got back ahead of Sainz. Over to 8th place. Wow. Nice going for Bottas there to get ahead of the Ferrari car Sainz there. Nice going for the Alfa Romeo driver who's now driving the car like this year then. And Sainz at Williams. Wow, that's quite amazing that is for Bottas to get ahead there. Nice going for that. Lando gets ahead of Mick Schumacher in the house there. As he's up into P6 now. Nice going for that. 800 points for McLaren did these things like this then. Schumacher Now got Bottas behind it, and Carlos Sainz in 9th. Was it holding on the 5 point position? Alpine might not be screwed for the first time this season with both cars on the points there. Mazepin in P-Truck, Gasly 3rd on 14. Man, this race has changed everything about them. With Carlos Snow 15-16 players, that's not very good at all. And then Williams on the back now. Oh dear, then. As we've got Perez currently out in front, then we've only just 21 more laps to remain then after this one, then. And he's currently out in front this race still. Well, no moves yet for Bottas and for Schumacher, but here goes Russell on Carlos Sainz. And Russell is trying to get ahead of the Ferrari Carlos Sainz now. Well, one of the Mercedes is ahead of the Leclerc, both Ferrari. Well, Russell wants to get ahead of the other Ferrari, to get ahead of the Ferrari Carlos Sainz, excuse me, not two Ferraris, excuse me. As through go turn 60, they come through there. Sainz, keep that. And we've got EF flag. I think someone's gone a bit too deep there. Ooh, might have a look at that in a moment there. Who's gone wide there? Might be for Manson or for Alonso, I think. It might be for Alonso, I believe. No, it's for Bottas up ahead.
Now we see Valtteri Bottas.
One wide there after we're getting too close to the back of the house and Mick Schumacher there. Gone off the racing line and lost a bit of time there. But we'll have to keep his pace cool there. As such, one make him advantage to move of it, but no. He's lost the advantage to him now. This way he wants to get ahead of Schumacher into turn 1. It's going to be very close indeed then. But they got through without making contact down. This is going to create another train there of this. Let me make Schumacher there. This is going to go all the way to the end of this Grand Prix, of this US Grand Prix. What we're having here in Austin, Texas, we're having then, guys. Bottas has got ahead of Schumacher there. So that's Schumacher down to P8. Haas are slipping for the points, but not for Kevin Mazepin there. He's on the back of the Alpine for Alonso there. Into turn 12. Kind of far away by then. So he's behind that Alpine still then. What's that awful racket sound coming from the Ferrari Charles Leclerc there? I have no idea what that is then, but I don't think that was on a technical issue, I don't think. I mean, that's a bit weird, that is. So someone's got ahead of Joe going you there, okay, so I think he did down the dot finish right up into turn 1. He did run the outside of the other male there, at the head of Joe, and for some reason now up into the top 4 into P4 now in this race. Okay, George wasn't in the Mercedes on the back of Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz got to deal with the back of the Hazard mix record there. Who's going to get into places, who's going to lose some places there as they come down into turn 12. Hope someone's not going to be knocked up there. They're safely through. Yes, they are. Yes, they are through safely. So we only had the one DNF so far. That was from the Aston Martin Sebastian Vettel do. Many cars do remain in this Grand Prix. Man, what a great United States Grand Prix we're having then, guys. With Perez currently 10.2 seconds from the gap from Lewis Hamilton there in the Mercedes. Leclerc in third. What's the gap between Hamilton and Leclerc? It's only just 50, it's coming up to 15 seconds, so Hamilton's going to eventually finish second here if he beats Leclerc to it. If he get those hard titles in the round. I think he is. He's going to try to get these titles in the race thing, guys. So this could be a big fantasy. It's going to be. Aside, he's going to try and get ahead of Mick Schumacher's pass there. And he's got 5 past him now. And besides, he's up into P8 ahead of Schumacher. He's now 5 got past him. He's now into P8 now. Now he can hunt down Patrick Bowes, closing down on the McLaren line of noise for 6. This is a great way to be having this US Grand Prix we're having then, guys. Wow. I love that. Oh, we're going no bad. That is Manderson trying to get ahead of the LPL for Alonso there. But Alonso keeps up the decision and wants to get ahead of Russell there. But look at this bad then for 11th place. Manderson wants those points then, and so is Alonso. But maybe all the team Wayne wants some points as well then, but not much we've got left to see then. Heading through in turn 13 on lap 40 as Manderson gets ahead of Alonso for 11th. Nice going, that is for Kevin Mazepin there, as he's now ahead of these. Alpine also 25 back on him then. So this is going to be quite close to the bar for P11, but Mazepin has 5 guys ahead. He's now needing one more position to get into the top 10. Then he might get up from his teammate Mick Schumacher there because Russell is on the back of it because it looks like Schumacher's tires are going, I'm afraid, and it looks like the German's not going to score any points either way, I'm afraid. Then, but look at this train of car. He's going to go all the way. There's Russell. He's going to get ahead of Schumacher then down to the stop finish straight away up into him, 3 to 1. And Russell is ahead of Schumacher. and he's up into P9. And then we've got now Schumacher's got his team at Madison. Then behind him, who might let him through then and get ahead of it for the 5-point playing position there. Ryan Borland noise who's watch out, he goes Patrick Bottas in the Alfa Romeo. And he had DRS at the back of the McLaren, the McLaren far away by him. So that's when he P8 then. Managed to get him his teammate there. Oh, Alonso only went to the back of Schumacher there. Both our P are outside the points then, as they could not get promoted because Joe and Schumacher were going to have to make one more extra stop there. And I think they're going for the soft title in the way and might start to follow up away from Perez if he gets that points then. He's going out in front there and so we have the fastest time so far then. Unless, I think, Joe's coming to the pit. Joe got you into the pits for 5th place. And now I'm afraid Lando has got one chance. The other Alfa Romeo, Patrick Bottas, is now just behind him then. Bottas getting close then. Lando had DRS on the back of Joe, but he's lost that now because Joe has driving straight into the pits he comes into now then. And now Lando will have to watch out how to defend that position then for Bottas. He's in 5th. Bottas wants that 5th place then away. That he's going quicker than the McLaren is, and that's for the bar for P5 in this race. Because Bottas on Lando Norris, that's for P5, and Bottas gets ahead of Lando Norris for 5th. Lando will hope to finish in the top 5 on 3. He's been overtaken by Bottas, and it looks like Sainz is going to be closing him down in the next couple of laps time in the bit, Dan. Man, what a way for having Dan. The Alpine, well, we got an Alpine in the points, Dan. But it looks like Haas and Alpine are going to be scoring some points there. Well, AlphaTauri will not get nothing, Dan. Remember, McLaren could still hope he's fighting for 6th place between them and AlphaTauri. Because now, if he stays out there will be 20 points in touch with AlphaTauri if Lando Norris finishes in P6. Where we call him finish in the last race in the Japanese Grand Prix Suzuka. Well, Sainz will be closing down in the next couple of laps time. And hopefully, if this could change all the way down to the end of the season. So Verstappen is currently 6.2 seconds from Patrick Bottas in the Alfa Romeo just behind him. So he's got 55% left on his tyre he's got then, and he's just 40 more laps left to go in this US Grand Prix. So I think he's going to finish either 5th or 6th place when we get to see the checkered flag falling later on at the end of this Grand Prix when Perez takes home the victory. And Hamilton is going to finish ahead of Leclerc then. Good thing's going to be finish on the podium for the first time in a row then. So nice going for the title champ for Hamilton then. Podium in 2nd place in the Singapore Grand Prix, 2nd Japan. This will be his 3rd 2nd place streak in the world then. His 3rd 2nd place streak in the world he will get to finish one of the stop in a race then. So this is great, gorgeous stuff for the title champ for Hamilton then in the Mercedes. Wow, what a way he's having done so far in this 2022 ever managed season so far in this. Oh, are you kidding me? So will still be ahead of Perez. Looks like he's in 7th place at the moment. He's getting close on his comment from his previous teammate Lando Norris in the McLaren. He's in trying to do some DRS on Lando Norris now for the battle for P6, but Lando's got DRS at the back of the other man. Patrick Bottas too. If you lose DRS striking distance on the other man, I think he has now. He's now 1 second behind him now. So with that, I think Lando might lose that 6th place to Carlos Sainz, his 3rd teammate then at McLaren then, and he's going to try and get ahead of it to move up into 6th place in this US Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz has now got ahead of Lando Norris, and there'll be 2 more championship points earned then, meaning he will be 3 points clear of Perez. Well, his team McLaren then will make up some grounds as well. But he will be 30 points behind Perez if he finishes in 3rd place. Because Perez is currently in the leader's race then, and he's not ahead of Perez Leclerc is. So it means that Perez might finish on either 3rd or 2nd place when we get to the season finale in Abu Dhabi then in the last few races we've got there after the US Grand Prix we've got last. He's trying to get a bit warm and hot. As well as Verstappen, he's only got 48% left on his hard tyre, and Perez has only got 65 laps on his hard tyre he's got remaining then. So, well, they can hopefully keep this going in the last couple more laps of this race of this United States Grand Prix we've got left remaining. And the track has gone up to high, and the track has gone steady to high as well then. So this is going to be quite what it's going to be for this 5 couple of laps of this US Grand Prix we've got in hand left in this Grand Prix we've got.
Car runs
We have Orlando Norris. I think he's lost that gap to Carlos Sainz there. Oh god, I don't think that's not the extra advantage there, so I think that would be a warning for track limits that will be for Lando Norris there. If you get quick track warning limits, it means you get a penalty, so be careful there, Lando. And it looks like George wasn't in the Mercedes, he's going to be closing down on him to get ahead of him as well then, so I think McLaren might get either 6 or 4 championship points that is added in this way. It looks like the advantage for 6 players looks like I guess Avatar might be gone for them, I'm afraid, with only just 3 rounds to go. So that's disappointing there after that mistake at turn 3 for Lando Norris there for seeing track limits there. Lando has lost DRS on the back of the VR cars and now let's give it an opportunity for the Mercedes of George Russell to get ahead of his fellow countrymate Lando to get ahead of him for his own place. They've been raising very much in the Formula 2 times they had in the past then. As Russell will have DRS on the back of the McLaren. Here he comes. Best power they are then. Made a debut together in 2019, but Lando keeps that position stayed as it stands so far then. Whoa, Jordan's not going to have anything to mess about for what Lando is going to do, trying to defend that position there. But he's not giving up just yet then, so he wants to keep this advantage, hopefully, he's going to try and get ahead of him, ahead of cars like he wants to finish in P6. But it's currently far away, and the gap between Verstappen and Bottas is currently 5.5 seconds there. As I'm saying, the tyres on Verstappen's car, so he's doing quite well in P4 at the moment for the time being. So that's going to be a good advantage points for that. While Mazda is trying to hold off Alonso, trying to help him keep 9th place and hopefully try and get into the race. And Will Watson might make a move on Lando up into turn 1. No, he won't, as Lando keeps ahead of him for the time being. Oh, we got someone locked up then, as we're not quite sure who that could be. That might be coming down at turn 15. Oh, it's Manderson! Kevin Manderson, the house has crashed! And, oh my god. After winning Queber trying to defend off Alonso, looks like he's been in Haas's home race. I think he hit the bar, I think he's done a bit of his front wing, and I think points are gone. So that means Alonso will move over to P9. Galaxy will be in play for the 5 point for the Albertori team. Oh, I cannot believe, Haas cannot believe it, Mazda cannot believe it then. Mazda's weight has blown, looks like his tyres are gone. Oh, I can't believe this is happening immediately for that. I can't believe it. Kevin Mazda has crashed down while he was winning comfortably in 9th to get some points then for Haas, but I'm afraid it's all gone wrong for them with that, and that's going to be no points for them, I'm afraid then, so hard luck for that for them, oh dear grief. And George 5 gets ahead of Lando for 7th place, so that's going to be once again 6 championship points, so Lando is now down to 4. Only just 4 championship points for the propriety from McLaren. That is not going to be helpful for them to try and get ahead of Albertori, so, but he's got DRS, will Lando get back ahead of George? No, I don't think so. He's got the racing line advantage, and with that, Russell is ahead. So Lando, I think he's going to have to serve for 8 play for the time being to the check final with 4 done any more from now, Dan. Okay. Well, there's no more for this race left to go, Dan. As let's go see what this battle for 6th play between Bottas and Sainz is currently. What's the gap? 1.3 seconds. That means that Sainz can hopefully finish in the top 5. He gets close to the back of the other male and get ahead of him for P5. I think Bottas getting close to Verstappen. I don't think Bottas and Verstappen will catch up to Verstappen at the end of it. So I think Verstappen could eventually finish P4 then if he's out there. So he's only got 6.4 kilograms of fuel left then. So hopefully he's going not to get into the race. So hopefully he's going to try not to look back and hopefully keep it going and try to finish in P4 as it stands so far. It looks like Wilson made a mistake again at turn 13, like he did on the opening lap. It looks like Lando will get back 2nd place there, so looks like McLaren gained 2 more championship points there, so looks like Lando is now going to hopefully finish P3rd there. Another mistake at turn 30 again for George Russell since the first lap. A 2nd mistake that is, and now he's going to do it all again, but he's only got 5 laps to do it. Try and catch up to Lando to the end of this Grand Prix. Oh, we have a crash there. We got a crash there coming at the end of the race there. I'm not quite sure who that is then, so I skipped a bit forward there in this race then, so I'm not quite sure where that's coming for. Oh, it's Alex Albon in the Williams.
Now watch this.
Let's see what happened now. I think he did what Max did. Oh dear.
Clearly, something went very, very wrong there.
Something must have gone wrong there with his car, Dan. So he didn't do anything, but he kept going, Dan. So no damage there, but might damage to the front wing a bit then. So he'll be able to continue he'll continue on to the end of the race. He'll go on to some time wearing out there, but he will get to the end of the race, so no worries. So you can hope he facing P4 as it stands so far. Let's just skip to the end of the race now, shall we then, guys? Russell lost 7 places of his lock up at turn 13. Can he get 7 places back again ahead of the McLaren Lando Norris? Here he goes. And hopefully we won't make a mistake again. As Russell gets back ahead of Lando Norris, this time we're going on camera. And he's back ahead of Lando Norris, and he's now back with the P7 in this US Grand Prix. And through goes Carlos Sainz on factory bonus for 5th place. Nice going there, around the outside going to turn 12 there on the DRS straightaway. Sainz is going ahead of the ball, he's going to visit the top 5. Nice move that is for the Spaniard. But here goes Bottas, trying to get back on Sainz. He got ahead of back of him. Wow. Nice going there for Bob, but Sainz don't want to lose that position. Side by side they go. Wow, this is very good battle between these two. Sainz has the racing advantage line there. Has he got ahead of Bottas? They're going through the fire car to come through right now then. Less than 2 laps remain then. As Bottas still keeps held on the car's side. He kept that position. I thought Sainz has done it there, but I'm afraid Bottas keeps that 5th place to his advantage then. And I'm afraid that he cannot catch up to Max Verstappen then. And he's 3.5 seconds, but we're coming down to the end of the race then, guys. Which means nothing can be done now, I'm afraid then. So Bottas is going to try to hold up Bottas to the end of this Grand Prix. Sergio Perez, last one in the French Grand Prix at Paul Ricard. And after Ladina and Suzuka, second place might be gone for him. But the America is going to come back to this top side of the podium. 2 wins he has got so far then, and it's been quite a bull drive has been done for him. After qualifying pole, had the damage gear bonus just before the race stopped again, but we managed to let it go off then. As he comes for the fire corner then, and Sergio Perez wins the United States Grand Prix in Austin, Texas. Nice drive, Checo. Nice going. Your 3rd win of the season. Nice going for that for him. Lewis Hamilton will get a 3rd and for 2nd place finish there, and will come home to finish in 2nd. But it's a victory for Checo. And his 2nd place gamble with battle against Sainz in the championship is due to go down in the last 3 races of the season to go, as he's closing down on Carlos Sainz. Hamilton comes home to finish 2nd. The Ferrari of Charles Leclerc will be next though, with Ryan Leclerc in P3, like it did in Japan. As Hamilton finished 2nd, Leclerc in 3rd, but not on Verstappen. And here comes my driver Max Verstappen, crashed out in qualifying 2, and with that 5 place grid penalty he had for a new gearbox change, he's started all the way down 18th. But he's pulling way up through the field then, and he's going to finish in P3. But what about this battle for 5th place between Sainz trying to make a move on for 5th place? He's going ahead of them. Oh my goodness gracious. We'll see who's going to finish 5th place. Sainz is ahead of Bottas. Here goes Verstappen then. My other driver will come out to finish a incredible good feeling for. Nice going for that. Who's going to finish 5th onto the line? Oh, Bottas just beat Sainz. Oh my god. To the nearest, oh my god, what a photo finish that is. Oh my god. Bottas eventually beat Sainz to, wow, what a close race that is. So Verstappen from 8th to 4th. Bottas finishes ahead of 5, beat Sainz for 5th place. Sainz 6th, Russell in the Mercedes in 7th. Lando Norris in the McLaren finishes in 8th. Pierre Gasly in the Avatar is 9th. And on Friday, Alpine will only score 1 point as Fernando Alonso completes the top 10. Ocon 11, Joe Grenier 12, Ricardo 13, Schumacher 14, then it's Tsunoda, Magnussen, Stroll, and 2 Williams of Albon and TB playing the way. And only the 1 D now, and it was Sebastian Vettel. But 3rd race win for Checo. Good to see him back on top of these DNF in Suzuka. Hamilton, a second place. Streak Dan. He's had the serve Dan. Nice going for that for the 7-time champion in Leclerc. Second time, third place. He stood on the podium in P3. So that's incredible that has been done for that. And there's Perez raising the trophy up in the air. Back on top. Last win in the French Grand Prix. He's back again.
After another remarkable race.
And he's closing the gap to second place to Carlos Sainz in the championship by like about 3 or 5 points. I think it's 5 points it is then. As Sainz got beaten by Bottas there. So I had a good combat from 18th on the grid to P4. Nice race he had. He held up the hard touch in the race. So Sergio Perez wins the US Grand Prix, closing the gap to Carlos Sainz for second place in the Drivers' Championship to make it win for 1-2 at the top of the standings down. As well done to win for Perez, taking his third win of the season. Hamilton, his third ever streak, second place. He finished in then like he did in Singapore and Japan. So nice going for that. Another second place finish for Hamilton again for the first time ever. Charles Leclerc finished third again like he did in Japan. And he's done it again. And he's finished in P3 behind Hamilton. Verstappen, nice combat drive for the judgment to finish in P4 then. But he's only 18th. Bottas eventually started 19th. He's working way up to P5 then. So nice going. And he managed to beat Carlos Sainz, but only just 27 milliseconds. That is very close, that is, for Bottas to get his belt on the last time with Carlos Sainz there. So, wow, that was pretty close that was there. That was technically very close it was there. Wow. So Bottas fifth, Carlos Sainz, I'm afraid, 6th place, I'm afraid, but we will still keep second place for the time being, I hope, down to the next race in Mexico City will be Perez's home venue. Also in the Mercedes, got ahead of Lando Norris to finish 7th. Lando Norris, more points for McLaren, then nice going for the 25 champion. Gasly in the other time beat the 2 Alpines 2 to finish P9. And Alonso only 1 point, I'm afraid, for Alpine down, so not good for that for the French team. Which meant that Alpha Mike could close the gap to get ahead of him for playing the Constructors' Championship. But I'm not quite sure how long it's going to take long, Dan, to try and get ahead of them. As we see the rest of the results, Ocon in the other Alpine finished 11. Then we've got Zhou Guanyu, who's like from last to fifth in just point 12 points, just bare missed out the points there. Tommy Collin and McLaren was next in third. Then we've got Mick Schumacher and Haas in 14th. Then we've got Yuki Tsunoda in 15th. Then we've got Kevin Magnussen in Haas 16th. The remaining Aston Martin of Lawrence Stroll finished in 17th. And there's the 2 winners of Alex Albon and Nicholas Tibi that finished in 18th and 19th. And Sebastian Vettel was the only DNF in that Grand Prix. So, with Verstappen's to currently the champion then. But the battle for second place is now coming down to 3 points now. Just 3 points between Carlos Sainz and such a point for second place in the Drivers' Championship there. As we see Leclerc going to be facing P4, I'm afraid, Dan. Not a good season like he had like since the disaster in the European leg from in Hungary and of course in Silverstone and of course in Austria as well. The 2 Mercedes, Hamilton, 5th podium and another second place he earned there. Was I'm afraid, I don't think he's going to get a podium to the end of the season then, I don't think then. So we'll hope he'll get some good bad luck for next season. I hope he'll do that strongly then. Bottas, 7th place, ahead of Alonso. Gasly and Peter gets 1 point then. And we've got Ocon in the Alpine running at the top 10. While Lando Norris gets 4 more points there, he says P12 then. Had the manager, but he's up behind Zhou Guanyu by 7 points now. In the close championship there, well, we see Red Bull leading the way with Ferrari in second place, then Mercedes in third. Alpine is just 8 points from Alpine for 4th place in the close championship, so the gap's going to get pretty close, going to be there between Alpine and Alpine for the above P4 there. Alpine in 6th with 59. There's McLaren in 7th. Then we've got Haas in 8th. Aston Martin 9th. Tough love for Haas. They got surprised after Mazda crashed out during the last few laps of this Grand Prix. So for the team's home race then, not good for that. No point for Aston Martin and Williams on the way, no points so far whatsoever for them. They're running out of time to get some points, otherwise it's going to be an error like in 2020 to be the same price for that. To further point for Verstappen, 658 total he's got, 565 for Perez. Oh yeah, he crashed out in qualified 2 there, because that's why he's got 60 out of possible 100 there. And we lost 1.4. Good thing because of the damages we have caused with some crash in practice. Well, good thing he didn't go for the win, but Perez did then. So, nice going for that then. 71,500 for the performance guarantee. Oh, yeah, we didn't get our quad precision right away. Actually, no, it's the race precision, not the quad precision. I say then, so yeah. Alright then, so, okay, that we did okay. Then we earned $3 million from that US Grand Prix. And nice going for Perez to take the victory then, so nice going for that. But could he hope he do it again? It's his home way next time out then for the Mexico City Grand Prix. But it's actually the Mexican Grand Prix is going to be now, that's then, guys. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys, of the United States Grand Prix. Thanks for watching. Please like and comment down below watch this video, and please subscribe to the channel for more of this on my channel, the James Gaming channel, to look on my channel there. And don't forget to click the notification bell as well, then, as usual. And also, it has been the first time I made. If you consider a big fan from so enjoy the James Gaming channel for more of this gameplay to look forward to very, very soon in the near future. But apart from that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be back next time out at the Ultra Harmonious Rodriguez circuit there in Mexico City for the Mexico Grand Prix for round 20 of the World Championship. So, we're looking forward to that next time out in Perez's home Grand Prix. Hope we can get onto playing his home race, or maybe win it, hopefully then, because I'm the first Mexican driver to do so then. Well, we're about to find out next time out then, guys. But until then, guys, until the next race then, guys, I'll see you all later. I'm off for a light down, so I'll see you guys all next time. So until then, I'll see you all soon. Goodbye!